Hello guys, I hope everybody's fine. So today it's a little bit difficult task to do because it is people ask it for the present perfect. They want to understand present perfect. And then I was thinking, what can I do to help people to understand present perfect? And then I will give some tips, some things that I think are useful for you to understand when to use present perfect, okay? So the first thing we have to keep in mind is to have like a mental timeline, okay? It's like a timeline to understand exactly how and when to use present perfect, okay? So I will illustrate that with sentences. I will talk about the same experience using present perfect and using the past tense. Maybe with some examples and explaining how it is used, you will understand it easily, okay? So, I will talk about one experience I have. When I say this, I have been to the US, and normally we don't say like this is the full form. I say, I've been to the US. Okay? So, this structure here is present perfect. Okay? Present perfect is the combination of have or has plus the past participle. Okay? This is present perfect. So, why do I have different verbs here? Because in the present, third person takes an S. So, I have, you have, but he has, she has, it has, okay? So, third person singular. This gives me the present, and the perfect tense is determined by the past participle. That is the third column of verbs, okay? In a list of verbs, we have the present form, the infinitive form, the past, and the past participle. Clear? So, verb to be, for example, okay, in the present, am, is, or are. In the past, was or were. And in the past participle, be. Okay? This is irregular verb, okay? So, let's return here with our timeline. When I say this, I've been to the US. Do you know when? We don't know. Yes, it's in my life. And my life, is it past? When I talk about my life, is it the past? It's not past, because my life started when I was born. I have here, I was born. I will not write the year. And then we have today here. Okay, so today here is present and then goes the future because I am alive. Okay? So when I talk about this experience, I've been to the US, you don't know when. This is an open time. You cannot situate when. Okay? So what is the focus here? It's my experience. If I could continue this sentence, I would say, I've been to the US in my life. Okay? Now, I can talk about the same experience in a different way. I can say, for example, I went to the US in 1996. You see the difference? Here, this action, we can think it's the same thing, because I am saying the same thing, but now it is situated in the past. Now, the time of the sentence is situated in the past. Here it's not. Here it's open. Okay? And my life is something that started in the past, but continues up to the present. That is present perfect. Of course, one case, because there are many other situations we use present perfect, and I will explain why. Up to here? Clear? Okay. So basically, what would be the difference between these two sentences? Here, it's focused more on life experience. It doesn't matter when. And here, it's not just the life experience, but also when it happened. Okay? Now, let me give you one more example for you. In this sentence, I have been an English teacher since 1996. Or, let me use a different verb here. I have worked as an English teacher since 1996. And why did I change the verb here? To illustrate that we have irregular verbs and regular verbs. You see that the formula, this structure is the same, okay? And this is the past participle of the verb work because it's a regular verb. So regular verbs, it's the same in past simple and past perfect. It ends with ed, okay? Let's think about this now. I have the year in this sentence, but it's not in 1966. It's since 1966. And for those who do not understand English, since is desde em português. Então, eu trabalho ou venho trabalhando como professora de inglês desde 1996. This is the situation where you cannot use past simple. You have to use present perfect because. Let's remember that I told you we have to keep in mind a timeline. In this timeline, it's not situated in 1996. It is just the initial point. But this action, I am an English teacher now. You see? So what is the time of this sentence? This. It's something that started in 1996 and continues up to the present. You see? So we can assume, for example, that the present perfect is a mixture of past and present. Clear? In this case, it's a mixture of past and present. And here it is not defined. It's not situated in the past. Okay? Now, other common examples. This is very brief, you know. I am just giving you a brief explanation just for you to understand the idea on how to use the present perfect. But if you have any doubts, you can write it in the comments. I will answer there. Or if necessary, I can prepare another class a little bit more in detail for you. Because present perfect is not an easy thing. It's not very easy to learn, I understand. Because we don't have a verb which is exactly the same in Portuguese, for example. So for us, Brazilian students of English, I know it's a little bit complicated because we either use past or present. We don't use much this present perfect tense. And then it's to associate, it's a little bit complicated. But the essential thing is for you is to understand that. If you understand that present perfect is an open time when it's not situated, or it's something that started in the past but continues up to the present, it's solved. It's going to be very easy for you to use present perfect. Okay? I will give you some more examples for you to understand this idea of present perfect. Let's go. As we are talking about the English classes, remember that situation when the teacher asks you, have you done your English homework? Or did you do your English homework? And then you say, não fiz ainda. Vamos imaginar essa frase em português. Não fiz ainda. O que é o ainda? é desde o momento em que a tarefa foi passada pra gente, que a gente assumiu esse compromisso, até agora, certo? Então vamos dizer isso em inglês. I haven't done it yet. Okay? Yet is ainda in English. You see, what is this structure here? It's our present perfect structure. Have, carrying the negative, haven't, and the verb do, which is did in the past, it's done in the past participle. So, I haven't done it yet. Because, if you imagine my timeline again, remember the timeline? When did it happen? It doesn't even happen. So, it's an open time. Eu não fiz ainda, desde o momento em que me passaram a tarefa até agora, certo? Claramente um caso de present perfect. Eu posso colocar aqui, homework day, which is the day I knew that I had to do homework, until now. I had all this time to do my homework, but I haven't done it yet. Clear? Or, another situation. Let's think the opposite now. Já fiz. O que é esse já? Já fiz. Eu disse quando? Então, você não sabe se foi na semana passada, quando a professora passou a tarefa, se foi ontem, se foi há 2 minutos atrás, né? Aquele minutinho antes da professora chegar. Então, quando eu uso essa frase, já fiz, também é present perfect, porque eu não disse quando. Então, eu posso dizer... I have already done it. Okay? And then the only thing that is different here is the adverb, because I use the adverb already before the verb. Okay? But the present perfect is here, the structure is here, have plus past participle. Okay? And in this sentence, I've already done it. You understand that it is any time between the day the homework was given to you until now. But can't I say that in the past? Yes, you can. You can say, I did it yesterday, for example. And look the difference. So let's make the timelines a little bit together so you understand. I have already done it. You don't know. You don't know when, okay? Between the day the homework was given until now. But if I say, I did it yesterday. Now, if I imagine my timeline, it's not unknown, you know? Now it is situated, it is here, yesterday. So, if it is situated in the past, it is past, okay? I hope this is useful for you. I hope that from now on you have at least this in mind. You have to imagine this timeline, if it is situated or not, okay? And there are other ways to situate, not just yesterday. I can say when I was a child, for example. It's situated in the time. You know, when I was a child. This time in the past. Yes, or when I was at school, okay? So leave your comments if you have any doubt, or what would be the part that you want to receive more explanation about, and we are gonna see this in the next class. See you. Enjoy your weekend.
Mas esqueceu de pedir o like, tem que fazer o final de novo.
Ai, não vou ficar pedindo like.
Tem que pedir like.
Não, é uma
Tem
coisa
que
minha,
pedir
eu não
like.
posso.
Não, não é problema.